Just to add to the previous lesson, I just want to let you guys know that all this will come together. I know it sounds confusing right now, um, but as the lessons proceed, we're going to be referencing all this material prior. I'm just giving you guys kind of a shotgun style lesson where just putting it in your face so you understand kind of what goes on in my head when I'm trading. But eventually it'll all make sense, and I'll clarify a lot of this as we proceed through the lesson. So a lot of this is going to be reflected upon later. So right now we're just kind of going over the gist of everything. But as we progress, things will start to sharpen up. It'll start to look clear. You'll understand how to read direction and when to get in, when to get out of your trades, and how to trade like I do. So I haven't taken any trades this week. I don't like how all this news. It's just I don't want to risk the capital that I've made in this kind of sketchy environment. Even though you can make huge gains, I'm a scalper, so for me, these big moves don't matter. I'm just waiting for conditions to sort of clear up and then present itself some good opportunities. Right now, I'm just in the options market, basically selling spreads. So doing that and taking some directional option plays, but safely. So if anybody knows what butterflies are, I'm basically doing that. And yeah, and again, I want to reiterate the fact that, over time, you're going to understand a very high probability of way of trading. Okay, so you're going to understand the direction of things and why these levels are marked up and why you don't always need to be flipping back and forth through higher time frame, because everything is already set up on daily. So anybody who says, oh, your charts look like shit, they look messy, like I don't give two shits what they think, because I'm trading on M1 and I need to know my levels without having to flip back and forth, okay, all the time. So when we get into confirmation and setups, you guys are going to really be wowed at that part, because it's going to give you some actual like real good sauce on when to enter, when to exit these trades, along with your direction. So the direction is just one thing and the levels are telling me. So as I have my levels on my charts, I understand where we're most likely headed, where we're coming from, and where we're at in price. So if I was in the middle of levels, why would I want to take a trade? Okay. I want to be taking trades where it's safest. Okay. Because a lot of traders don't look at downside. They only look at the upside and how much money they can make. You should always be analyzing your downside. So when you're trading, you should be understanding where your trade is wrong. So when you find a setup, you should be analyzing why it doesn't work. Like, try to convince yourself of why this trade does not work and why it's not going to play out. And once you can come to the conclusion of, actually, you know what, this trade has no reason that it won't. I mean, it can do anything, right? We all know that markets can do anything they want. But what I'm saying is, if you can't convince yourself of, like, if you're bullish and you can't convince yourself of being bearish, then take the bullish trade. But if you can convince yourself, like, actually, you know what, there is a possibility that this is going to go bearish, and what are those possibilities? Stay out of the trade. Okay. You need to protect your downside.